Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome back to some more Third Age Total War. We're playing as Arnor on the massively overhauled submod. Now, unfortunately, guys, you didn't hit the 150 goal target within 24 hours to get the double upload. Okay, so as you see in the bottom right-hand corner, we have skipped a fair few turns ahead, 31 to be exact. Now, as you see on screen, we have a pretty decent kingdom. Obviously, I skipped a fair few turns ahead, took most of the rebel settlements to get stuck into the campaign. We actually have a decent battle, but we've taken Tharbad, South Tharbad, Londangren, Londair. We've also got some ships, so basically the strategy for this campaign is, at the moment, we're going to be taking out the Wildmen of Dunland. They're actually at war with us. We went around with that diplomat. We have alliances with Gondor, Rohan, High Elves, Sylvan Elves, and Elves of Lorien. I would obviously like to get a alliance with the Elves of Lorien and the Dwarves, but at the moment, since we're not at war with the Orcs of the Gundabad nor the Misty Mountains, which are a part of our victory conditions, we'll just focus on the Wildmen of Dunland, and we'll be playing the Battle of Dunerd in today's episode. Hopefully, we can kill the faction leader, Chieftain Wolf. Currently have Gandalf here. We've actually got some professional armies. It took me a while to get enough, to make at least 2 full stacks. So here's our Arnor militia. We've got Gandalf, Hal, Barad. And we've also got some Arnor sergeants, which are absolutely fantastic. We currently have King Aragon as well, pushing down with another full stack. Family tree-wise, Aragon's son is married off and has a son as well, so the line will continue. Aragon's obviously got one more son and a daughter. Hal Barad has 2 sons as well, so the line will prosper. Now, obviously, once I finish with the Wildmen of Dunland, I'm going to obviously push against the Orcs of the Misty Mountain and the Orcs of the Gundabad, which are just north of my border. We've obviously got to keep an eye out for them. But I've been saying this in the first episode, I really would like to do it. I'd like to send an army down to Gondor. Hopefully, maybe Mordor's taken a settlement. There actually is a little bit of battle here and there, but we can take a settlement, or maybe I did ask for some settlement swaps. Maybe if we get some more promising settlements, but the thing is, especially in MOS, in this submod, Mordor is so overpowered. So if I can go down there and help Gondor push against Mordor, that would be absolutely awesome, I think. Having a battle on 2 fronts, holding them back, because obviously King Aragon has a fair bit of a claim, if I do say so, to the throne of Gondor. But let's get into today's battle. 5-2 ratio. Tribal axemen, clansmen, nothing really overly too much, but we do have reinforcements as well in this second army here, so with the prince. But guys, if you are enjoying this Third Age campaign playing as Arnor, please leave a like. I'd really much appreciate it. I do put a lot of effort into these videos, and a simple like really does go a long way. Also subscribe to keep up to date with future videos of particularly this campaign and other Total War campaigns on my channel. So that first proper siege, I say proper as Gandalf the Grey, because the siege on, I can't even remember what it was called. Was it Amon Sul? Wasn't overly the best. Alright, let's get our Arnor militia. Let's have a look at these blokes. I want to have a look at the sergeants. But so this is the Arnor spear unit. Quite nice. Here are the armoured sergeants. Not in a general's bodyguard. Or maybe we do have armoured sergeants, but I can't wait until we get to the late game where we have Gondor's not Gondor. Gandalf's regiment looks different. Okay, the general's regiments look different, but the Arnor cavalry looks pretty sweet. Greenway guards. Okay, let's have a look at the last of the Arnor archers, and let's get into it. Also forgot to mention that in Aragon's army there are 12 elves. You might be thinking, how the fuck did you get elves? Well, they actually came along and offered their services. So we've only got 1 tower here. Okay, so everyone else that's not a part of the initial siege will rally up here. I'm going to get my ballista to go there. We can hit some in the crossfire. I'll go with flaming. Archers, I don't think are really going to be useful in this. We've actually got some elite rangers in this build. Awesome. But everybody else can just sit behind. That'll be just fine. Right, let's start the battle and get straight and right into it, if I do say so myself. Right, let's get a couple of volleys off. Put you on the attack. Ara 4. Ara 4. The Prince. Aragon's son. But once we defeat the Wild Men of Dunland, like I said, we'll push on the Orcs of the Misty Mountain and then the Orcs of the Gundabad. But I'd rather stay at war with one faction. Wow, are they actually in range? Holy shit. The hell are they firing at? And they're actually hitting a fair few as well. That's awesome. Being so far back there. I don't usually like having my archers too high up because I would much rather not use them as cannon fodder. Alright, let's get my ballista there to keep on firing. Because I feel like that's what you basically use your archers for in a siege. They lose way too many casualties for what it's worth. But maybe we can shoot up and over because we're about to get some friendly fire here. But the strategy of sending those ships to Gondor will not happen just yet because I'm not quite comfortable until I have at least 3 stacks. I'll keep 2 here to verse Dunland and then the rest can go. Okay, so I'm hoping we've actually taken the gateway now. Come on, just push over the cross, push across there and you should be able to take it. We can move my other men in now. Start running them. Come on. I think the gateway is going to be destroyed anyway soon. Just fight the clansmen, don't worry about them. Get this lot. Now, what did the Wild Men of Dunland have? Oh my god, Chieftain's Bodyguard. They are going to be a pretty big problem. But if you're wondering why there's no music in these Third Age campaigns, unlike in Westeros and Empire, for some reason, I don't know what it is, it just glitches out. Like, I do mute the music in Westeros Total War because that is copyrighted, but I usually let the Total War overlay sounds of like the... Wait, what? Oh, we've broken the gate. Okay. I was thinking, hang on a minute, why haven't we pushed in? Have we got shield wall ability on just regular Arnor militia? That's awesome. How are we going actually firing at these guys? I don't think I've seen a volley yet. Maybe I'm blind. Huh. Right, let's get my archers to hit these Dunland hunters. But we need to push against these bodyguard. Let's hope we can push through because these chieftain bodyguard are going to be menacing. I might move Gandalf up. He's got the flame of Arnor. Raises morale, scares the enemy. Rallies routing. No one really else has that ability. So let's move Gandalf up with the heavy cavalry. Men, do not fear. I don't even know how to do a Gandalf impression. The hour is late. Oh, it was Saruman, wasn't it? Shame old Christopher Lee. Okay. What was that ability they were using? Was interesting. Alright. My elite Dunland are still getting their shots off, which is absolutely fantastic. We lost 8% to their 11. We're still continuing to push. If we can take down a general, that will lose their morale quite significantly. I didn't even... I've totally forgot about that other army. Slowly pushing around with the prince. But as I was saying, why I completely mute this in this, for some reason music overlay still goes in, even if I mute just sound. For some reason it still plays the music, even though I've told that specifically for the sound. Gone into the audio files and deleted it, and I can't. So that's why I have to mute Third Age compared to the others. Which is saying, because the Total War, or some of the Total War music is copyrighted. It's just all done automatically by a bot, obviously, but the in-game sounds aren't. Okay, continue with these abilities. And we'll have our first battle against the Wildmen of Dylan. But they, like I said, they're going to be putting up a fight. They've got a lot of generals in their army, so these heavy chieftains bodyguard will be quite menacing to the very end. And we're still only fighting with just militia. We haven't actually got any heavy sort of units. I don't know if... I don't know why these guys just like aren't deciding to fire. Enemy general has fallen. Hardang. Hardang. If you'd like to pronounce it. Wavering. These guys are wavering. Come on, Gandalf, keep going. You've run out of your special ability. But let me know in the comment section down below any constructive criticism you have to the campaign. Let me know your suggestions. I'm always open to it. How am I going to better myself as a YouTuber if I don't take on constructive feedback? Oh, okay, so now they're starting to fire at will. You got to be fucking kidding me. Get these bastards out of here. Those archers might be useful now if we're pushing towards the town square. Just getting them in like that. We are giving it our best here, but 28%. Thing is about MOS, it's just it takes so long to recruit units because they just draw out the campaign. That's what it was designed for. So for continuity's sake, and Let's Play wise, it's not the best, but it's definitely the best mod. I prefer this over Divide and Conquer. Alright. My militia are nearly all out. Mind you, we have 6 units of Chieftain's Bodyguard, so basically dismounted knights. Arguably better because they have a general in command. But these militia have just gotten absolutely rinsed. Continue my archers just to fire at theirs. Halt. But now my reinforcements are here. Oh god. Let's group. Alright, let's move in. Might even move in with my heavy cavalry, actually get behind them like this unit is doing. It's quite a smart idea, actually. Okay, continue to push against the last. Archers, I want you to fire at that Chieftain's Bodyguard. Maybe you can push up to a better position. We do have some Dunland Rangers here. They have more range than normal. Right, those units on the walls have fallen. Bloody hell. Okay, I just hope this isn't the General's Bodyguard. Yes, it is. I might move out the Prince, just in case. Right, let's move the heavy cavalry in. Not going to do much, but just hopefully protect the Prince. Solid victory, 35% to 84. Yeah, these Arnor militia are just getting absolutely teared up. Couple of enemy generals fallen, which is always good. And they're just falling like flies now. Men of Arnor, and here come the hobbits. Nicely done. Okay, we've initiated the countdown. There's not much more left. And the battle. Clear victory. Gandalf deployed 1,828 and lost 666 on the field. The Prince deployed 1,233 and lost 168 on the field. The First Army of the Wildmen Dunland deployed 1,525 and lost all except one man remaining. That's interesting. And the Captain deployed 148. But you're most looking to pause and have a look at the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted. Not that many, or not like a huge battle, which some units can turn out some huge kill rates. But we've taken one settlement of the Wildmen of Dunland. Hopefully not the last. Solid victory, if I do say so myself. We're going to sack and we get 1,000 gold. We will repair as well. Put it on a low tax rate. I am a little bit tired if I do say so myself. Right, followers of Sauron, 88%. We all want to fix that quite quickly. So, have we got any religious buildings? Culture, that's going to help somewhat. Also, we've got to fix the culture. But what I would like to do is to rally back up. But I want to retrain these units, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Moving them all the way back to Amon Sul. So we're going to have to manually do it here, because they have chevrons now. So Control M doesn't work. I tried it then, it didn't. Okay. Quickly rally up the Prince's army and we'll move the rest in. They can be the replenishments, I guess. It's like 4 units. We're better off taking them out. We need to rally up these archers, matter of fact. Some of them are quite weak. Now I'll put them in. A lot better. Okay, awesome. How long until Aragorn gets here? A fair few more turns. Probably can take that settlement. But I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for more content, specifically on this Arnor campaign for 3rd Age Total War MOS and other campaigns on my channel. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Goodbye.